All right, you guys. So this is, man, I'm 5 days into my journey back to fit. So not a lot of time. The first 5 days, I remember from my first journey in 2011, I thought it was going to be easy. Like, oh, I know how to eat healthy. I know how to exercise. Like, I'm ready to go. And the personal trainer in me is like, yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get after it. We're going to be motivated. And then the first 2 weeks were just like hell. They were miserable. Why? Because my body became addicted to those foods, the processed foods, and it was like my body was going through withdrawal symptoms almost of, feeling feeling like it needed that high that I got from those foods the past 6 months. And then now I wasn't feeding it those foods anymore. Broccoli and kale and spinach don't do the same type of chemical reaction. There's no dopamine hit when you eat broccoli versus, a Cinnamon Toast Crunch or, Oreos or pizza or soda, right? And so my body was missing that high that I got, and it was miserable. It almost fought back against me saying, no, we wanted that food. Where's that food? And, so I was moody, I was grumpy, I had headaches. And then this time around, day one actually wasn't that bad. Day one actually felt pretty good. But day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I got the cravings became more intense. I became even hungrier. I went from 7,000 calories to 2,000 calories. That's a huge jump. And so, of course, my body's starving. And then the workouts are hard as hell. I wrote the workouts, and I've even had to take breaks. There's videos of me pushing pause, doing push-ups on my knees, just kind of, not able to do the workout as I thought I would. But that's kind of expected because I've done that part before. But my body's super sore. I've, been waking up at 5 a.m. trying to stay consistent with that. But it's so, your body's like, oh, let's just sleep in today. You know what I'm saying? And so all the mental discipline that comes with this, on top of being sore, being tired, and being hungry, it makes it that it's really, really hard, even for myself. And so, man, it's been, a rough 5 days, even though I know I'm seeing progress. I know I've seen some good progress as far as weight loss and, inches going down. Those kinds of things are cool. But man, I definitely can relate to people's struggle, especially the first couple of weeks. They're like, man, the cravings are, I remember I was at the grocery store and I was super hungry and I had to go get paper towels and trash bags and soap and things that are non-food items. And I remember passing I think it was a McDonald's and smelling the fast food. And I'm like, oh man, see, just a few weeks ago, I could go be like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, drive through, get some food. Oh, that tastes good. It's instant. And I see why the convenience of eating unhealthy, we've set it up in our society where it's so easy. It makes it so hard, not impossible, but so much harder to eat healthy. It's so much more convenient to go through the drive-thru or at the grocery store, getting those items and then going through the checkout. I'm like, oh, usually I grab my peanut butter M&Ms or I'll grab a soda or I'll grab a candy bar. And my body wants to do that because it's oh, that's so convenient. It's only 79 cents. Okay. Little things like that make it hard. And I can definitely empathize. And I see why people get stuck, because the way we set it up is to make it easier to buy the junk food and cheaper. And it's way harder to buy the healthy food. When I went to go meal prep, I had a grocery list, right? I had to go to the produce section. I had to go through all these aisles to find these specific ingredients. Whereas before, I'm like, what am I going to buy today? Oh, this looks really good. Oh, there's some new pumpkin bread over here. Or, oh, I haven't tried this cereal before. Or, man, this pizza looks good tonight. I'll have that. And just throw things in your cart that look good to you. There's no planning or prepping. It's just, oh, I need some pizza. I need some ice cream. I need some, burritos, whatever it is. It's just so much easier versus oh, damn, where's the paprika? Or where's the basil? Or, 3 medium avocados. There's all these, it's just more inconvenient. So I get why people get stuck, and I get why it's so hard to meal prep and grocery shop and prepare all this healthy food. But at the end of the day, that's part of the process, right? Unless you can pay for someone to make your meals, that would be cool. Maybe I need to look into that. Pay someone to make the food for you and have it ready to go. that would take out so much of the headache and effort that goes into it. But realistically though, I think most people, that's why I think America is so obese, is because we've set up the system to make it way easier to get the junk food, and the junk food tastes way better. Let's be honest. I mean, there's some good recipes in my program for sure. The food tastes good, but does it give me that dopamine hit? No. I remember watching a commercial during a football game, and it was pizza, and I'm like, oh man, pizza is just so easy. You push a button on your phone, 20, 30 minutes later, it's at your door, it's fresh, it's hot, it's oh man, I'm having cravings right now. It tastes so good. And so that's why I think a lot of people struggle to live a healthy lifestyle, is because it's so much more convenient. And man, it's really hard. You have to go uphill to do these other things. So anyways, I'm struggling along with people. I think people are loving seeing me struggle. I've had a lot of people reach out to me saying, hey, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm glad that you're struggling. Like, it makes me feel better about myself. And so I'll do whatever it takes to help people on this journey. You know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever it takes. And so for me, I'll talk about my struggles. I'll talk about how, I had to stop doing side planks because I couldn't hold it for 60 seconds. I could only hold it for 10 seconds at a time. And I wrote the workouts like 60 seconds each side. I'm like, I can't even go that long. And me posting about it, talking about it, is helpful for people. And so anyways, I know it's going to be a long journey ahead. That's what I tell people. Like, this isn't some sprint to some imaginary finish line and then we get a rest. It's a long, continuous, hard journey. It gets easier the more consistent you are. It becomes like second nature, where you're just like, you don't even have to think about it as much. But the first month can be really hard as you transition. You got to rewire your brain to think differently and not self-sabotage and not, beat yourself up or go through those old patterns of like, oh, I had a hard day, I'm not seeing any results, I'm sad, I'm going to eat some ice cream or some cake. And I see that all the time. And that's where people get stuck, I think. That's where people and then they self-sabotage, and then they're like, well, why continue? I only lasted a week, and, I can't do this, it's too hard. And they believe that they can't do it. So anyways, the journey continues, and, I'm going to keep doing my best at meal prepping, because that's the biggest key. Staying consistent with the little things, making my bed, I've been consistent with that. Gratitude list, positive affirmations every day. Those things make a difference for sure, because they help me become more fulfilled now in the moment, even though my body's not back to fit yet. Like, I still love myself, and I'm still happy with where I'm at, even though I'm not where I want to be yet. So more to come. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.